What do you call someone from London? Maybe this song will help you.
Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London so. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I think of her wherever I go.
Sorry about that. I've got 20 famous places around the world and the names for the people from those cities. All that is coming right up. Just like nationality, we use our cities as ways to identify who we are and where we are from. So, I am from London, and that makes me a Londoner. Even within London, we have different identities. So we describe ourselves as being a West Londoner, an East Londoner, a North Londoner, or a South Londoner. And each one is quite different from the others. Now, specifically in London, we have an area in the East End of London where people identify themselves as being a Cockney. A Cockney. Now, this is someone that has to have been born within the radius of a church in East London. So if you were born within the sound of the Bow Bells, then you're a Cockney. Now, I wasn't born within the sound of the Bow Bells, so I'm not technically a Cockney, so I would describe myself as a Londoner. Someone from Birmingham is called a Brummie. A Brummie. So if you know the very popular TV programme Peaky Blinders, which is set in Birmingham, you'll know that the main character, Thomas Shelby, is a Brummie. So Thomas Shelby is a Brummie. Moving up north, Manchester. Someone from Manchester is a Mancunian. A Mancunian. This is also shortened down to a Manc. A Manc. That's also a word that's used. So a good example is the band Oasis are from Manchester, and Liam and Noel Gallagher are Mancunians. Liam and Noel Gallagher are Mancunians. Someone from Liverpool is called a Scouser. Now, the origin of this word is quite interesting. It comes from a dish that sailors used to eat called scouse. Liverpool was a big port, so it had lots of sailors who would eat this dish. So the people from the city became known as Scousers. Now, they're also known as Liverpudlians. So John Lennon was a Liverpudlian. John Lennon was a Liverpudlian. So Scouser or Liverpudlian. Heading down to the southwest of England, we've got someone from Bristol is a Bristolian. A Bristolian. I think probably the most well-known Bristolian is the street artist Banksy. Someone from Newcastle is called a Geordie. A Geordie. So Alan Shearer is a Geordie. So the very famous England football player Alan Shearer is a Geordie. Somebody from Glasgow is a Glaswegian. So the guy that invented the television, John Logie Baird, was a Glaswegian. Somebody from Brighton is a Brightonian. A Brightonian. One famous Brightonian is the DJ Fatboy Slim. I don't know if you know him. So Fatboy Slim, or Norman Cook as he's also known, is a Brightonian. Another way to identify yourself is if you live in the north of England or the south of England. So we usually think Birmingham is in the middle of England, so anything north of Birmingham, you are from the north, and anything south of Birmingham, you are from the south. So if you're from the north, you're a northerner. A northerner. And if you're from the south, you're a southerner. A southerner. So a northerner and a southerner. Alright, that's Britain done. Let's go around the world. Someone from New York is a New Yorker, right? It's a New Yorker. So Robert De Niro is a New Yorker. Someone from Paris is a Parisian. The artist Monet was a Parisian. The artist Monet was a Parisian. Somebody from Dublin is a Dubliner. A Dubliner. So Conor McGregor is a Dubliner. Conor McGregor is a Dubliner. Someone from Sydney. What do we call someone from Sydney? They are a Sydney Sider. A Sydney Sider. So a famous Sydney Sider is the model Elle Macpherson. What about someone from Hong Kong? What do we call them? A Hong Konger. A Hong Konger. Famous Hong Konger? Jackie Chan, of course. He's a pretty famous Hong Konger. Someone from Singapore is a Singaporean. A Singaporean. I know that's a country and a city, so I'm going to include it. Singaporean. Famous Singaporean? Jet Li. Jet Li is a Singaporean. Someone from Los Angeles is an Angelino. An Angelino. And a famous Angelino is Leonardo DiCaprio. He's a famous Angelino. Someone from Moscow is a Muscovite. A Muscovite. So the artist Kandinsky was a Muscovite. Someone from Rio de Janeiro is a carioca. A carioca. I think that's the Portuguese word that they actually use. And we use it as well in English. So a carioca. The architect Oscar Niemeyer was a carioca. And finally, someone from Berlin is a Berliner, right? A Berliner. So the band Rammstein, they are all Berliners. Okay, how was that, guys? Were any of those words new for you? In the comments below, guys, I'd love you to tell me, what do you call people from your city or town? Let me know in the comments below. Guys, remember to hit that subscribe button, give it a big thumbs up, and of course, hit that notification bell, because that means that you won't miss a single lesson. I've got new videos every Tuesday and every Friday helping you take your English to the next level. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. This is Tom, the Chief Dreamer, saying goodbye.